Folks, welcome back to the ranch. It is towards the end of August, I don't know, Saturday morning, about 7 a.m. No, it's earlier than that. No, it's about 7 a.m. Yeah. Anyway, Tucky and I got up really early this morning. I picked him up at 6 and came down. I've already mentioned it to him several times, but I wish it would stay like this year round. It's like 76, 77 degrees. It's really nice. The water's nice and calm. Birds are out. You can hear a finch over here barking at me. But our tarp's still up on our floor. We brought a few more boards. Kenny, I have a bunch of these boards still at the shop, and Kenny sells these boards, but people reject them. The ones that they don't want have knots and stuff in them, or curved or bent for any reason they don't want them. Then I bring them down here, and that's what we're going to use to build our walls and stuff. And we have a bunch, I think enough to build the walls, but I want to start stealing some of them and making flooring out of them too. We're gonna, on the other trailer over here behind me, I have some big heavy duty 4x4 or something like that, square tubing, that I'm hoping that we can set on the sawmill between the boards and be able to split the boards long ways and then run them through all the stuff to make some like 1/2 inch or 5/8 thick flooring out of. I thought that'd be really cool. But I think today's big project is going to be this big piece of pipe. So this is 16-inch Schedule 40 PVC well casing is what it actually says, well casing on the side of it somewhere. But real good friend of mine in San Angelo, I go to church with, named Chad. He gave it to me. He works at a kind of a plumbing supply company, and this was leftovers from a job. But we're gonna try to finish digging out our well. We gotta put some oil in the backhoe because I started draining it a couple weeks ago. But we're gonna put the drain plug back in it, change the oil filter, put oil in it, and then get it over there and dig out our hole, because it's got a little bit of settle stuff in it, sediment that has settled down. So we're going to dig that out and then try to set this down in there. It's about 18 foot long, 17 and a half, something like that. I believe this is an 18-foot trailer, and it's just a few inches from the back, so about 17 and a half foot long. So it's a little bit longer than what we need. It may stick out of the ground a couple feet, but anyway, we took a skill saw and put slits in it for about 4.5 feet, or about 4 feet, sorry. And that's going to be our I don't know, that'll be where the water comes in the sides, and then we'll stack washed rock around that, and that'll kind of help be an initial filter system before it gets into the pipe. But if the water level's here inside that, then it'll be, I don't know, 30 gallons of water just sitting in there ready to be pumped at all times. Not to mention what we have in a pressure tank. So I think it'll be plenty of water. And then not to mention all the water that will be in the rock around it. So anyway, beautiful morning. Another thing to note is I put one of those, what do they call it, a dead cat sock things over our microphone, try to help with some of the wind noise. I apologize, our wind noise has been horrible this summer. There's not hardly any wind right now, but there will be later in the day, so hopefully that'll help our audio quality be a little bit better. Anyway, we're gonna get started. Y'all come along. All right, Everett. So I do not like you very much right now. You made me go play racquetball with you last night. And we played 2 games to 21. And I've had problems with my elbow after working on the bulldozer for several weeks now. So I only play with my left arm. And you made me run around that court for like 2 hours, at least an hour and a half. And I am sore and tired this morning, and it's all your fault. So you're at home sleeping it off, and I know you're sore too. But I don't like you very much right now, Everett. Come on, strong hands. You see if you can pull that filter off. I might have to go see if we can get a tool. You ever get it to move? No. I'm gonna go see if I got a big pair of pliers or something. I think it's funny, Paulie's always talking about when he does videos, he wants to put like background noises in the videos so that it's not quiet behind you. He's like, yeah, I don't have to do that on y'all's videos. There's so many birds and stuff in the background that there's always something going on. gas struts in it, so now it's nice and here. All right, now screwdriver by the throttle there to your right, by your right hand. You should be able to start it. Red button. Foot.
Why am I so sore?
Why am I using furniture wax, you ask? Good question.
Why are you using furniture wax, man?
Because the internet told me to. Such a good question. So glad you asked. Beautiful. Well, we're finally to a stopping place on wood. We got all of this piled done and it's all stacked over here. We have 2x6s for the walls. We have 2x4s for the walls. We have a pile that I think would make really good flooring. And then we have really curved stuff that I think maybe I can use to make our main beam. We're gonna do what's called an LVL, where we'll sandwich those things together and bolt them and glue them and everything to make a manufactured beam across the roof. And then I've got a bunch of basically offcuts from when we turned 2x6s into 2x4s, and we can use that stuff for trim and just whatever. But we're done with that. We just went and had ourselves lunch. Battery went dead on the phone, so just decided it was a good time to quit and go eat lunch. But tractor's cooled off now. It's been a couple hours and or a few hours. I'm gonna go over here and get back in the tractor and see if we can dig that hole out any deeper from the other side. The side we're on, we finally figured out that, yeah, I was having a hard time hitting bottom and I thought it was just really rock hard, but that was as far down as the boom could go. It just can't dig any deeper. We're about 12 feet, 13 feet, somewhere in there, and it just won't go any deeper. So I'm gonna try to put the bucket down as far as I can to kind of tip the back end closer to the ground, and maybe that angle will let me dig a little bit deeper, but we'll see. I don't know. Just try. Anyway, I'm gonna move you over there. Well, I don't know what you guys saw. The heat got to the camera after just a few minutes and cut it off. We were digging a hole and I finally made a little bit of progress. Got a big rock out of the way and started getting into clay again. And I rubbed the hose against the back wall of that hole and we lost hydraulic fluid everywhere. Tucky got a shower, but I drove this thing over here real quick and before it completely ran out of fluid, but it is out of fluid now. So I'm gonna have to bring some big wrenches next time to undo these big connections and see if it just loosened the connection or if it's nowhere in a pakaka no more. But anyway, we completely forgot about you guys and we decided to put the casing in the well. So come on, let me show you. Tucky and I drug that thing around, and 18 foot long, and it has what, 2.5 feet sticking out of the ground.
Yeah.
Something like that. But good job.
Good job.
I'm gonna try to set you guys in the shade here. Oh, maybe only 18 inches sticking out of the ground. So that's perfect. Deeper than what we were measuring. So
That's at an angle.
that's awesome. But because we blew up a hydraulic line, now there's hydraulic all over the place. So that's going to take a while to get out of our water. But it's biodegradable hydraulic oil, so it's all right. It came out of the ground to begin with.
It's all petroleum.
Yep. A couple more million years, it might be back into a dinosaur. All right. Now see if Chad can get us some crushed 1.5 inch size stone, and we'll do the bottom of the hole about 3 or 4 feet deep in that, and then we'll just push all the old stuff back on top. And then whatever's left here, we'll just smear it out or take it down there and put it in our boat ramp. Something. Well, folks, I think we're going to call it there. It's hot. We're tired. We've already screwed up enough stuff. We finished our pile of lumber, broke a hose.
That's sore.
I'm sore. It's Everett's fault. Anyway, we sent.
Kenny's not here. We could blame it on him.
Yeah, it's all Kenny's fault. Kenny's still up in Montana or Wyoming or where he's at.
Somewhere where the weather's nice.
Montana. Yeah. Yeah. He called and said it was like frost in the morning. I wanted to reach through the phone and throttle him. So Tucky saw his daughter Piper off to college yesterday, day before.
Thursday. Yes, sir. Yeah, 2 days ago.
She's up at Lubbock Christian University. Got a full scholarship up there. Very proud of her.
Very proud.
So Tucky is an empty nester now.
Don't tell nobody. All you followers, keep it a secret.
Anyway, see y'all next time.
Yeah.